Arsenal Fan TV. I'm here with Mick Doherty. Now, Mick, you're going to explain. You've got this banner behind you. You've got the T-shirts here, stickers. Justice for the Archway 1. I've been hearing a lot about this for the past 6 months.
No,
and
nearly 2 years now.
Right.
2 years.
Yeah.
Now.
So I wanted to catch up to you and find out what's this all about. What is this Justice for the Archway 1?
Well, there was a bit of a tear up in a pub up in you can't say a good-natured tear-up because there ain't a good-natured tear-up, but everyone was talking the next day. No one pressed charges. Everyone shook hands. No one's done anything about it. A certain policewoman took it upon herself to class it as football-related, which it was all gooners, so there's absolutely no way it was football-related. And on the thing, on CCD, I've been caught throwing a couple of shots. I've held my hands up. Absolutely nothing got to do with football whatsoever. It could have been in your front room. So
just an argument at a pub sort of thing?
Yeah, of course. And they applied for a football banning order when I actually went guilty. I put my hands up. You know, if you're wrong, you're wrong. You put your hands up. And they applied for a football banning order, and it was thrown out. The judge said, no, it's not football related. The CPS admitted, well, there's no way we can progress with this. It's not football related. As a consequence, I've done a bit of community service, finished it all off. I've served my time. But the policewoman in question has gone direct to the club and said, the man is a danger of public safety. I want him banned from the Arsenal. Now, bearing in mind, I'm vice chairman of Islington Boxing Club, and we run 6 very successful charity fundraising events in the Emirates, and it was a biannual event. And
how long have you been supporting Arsenal?
Oh, since I was knee-high to a sparrow. My first match, Malcolm McDonald, hat-trick, 5-3.
Yeah, that's a long time.
5-3, 5-3, 5-3 against Newcastle. Yeah, I mean, you know, I've been over here all the time. I've run a few football coaches, for the away supporters. So, yeah, no, I'd like to think that I'm quite well known on the scene. And unfortunately now Arsenal have listened to a renegade policewoman who has since been suspended and moved on. And as they're not listening, they're not even interacting with us. I've had to instruct solicitors now to take my case a bit further. And hopefully that will reap its rewards, but shouldn't have to do that. You come and support your club, and whatever happens up the road, I'm unfortunate maybe because I live in such close proximity to the club that you know, if I lived in Hertfordshire and moved out to Hertfordshire and there was a little minor altercation up in the thing, it wouldn't even come under the radar of the police, but they've took it upon themselves, jumped the gun, and it's ridiculous. And
if it's a case that was it sort of told to them that a banning order, because what you're saying there is no banning order.
No.
But the club has still banned you.
That's correct. And what I've actually had to do, I had to go to under the Data Protection Act, get a subject access request, which Arsenal wouldn't provide me any of the information supplied by the police. So I had to go to the police, and I had to go to the Information Commissioner's office, who then instructed the police, you have to release this information. And that's where I got the information that all the evidence that was supplied by the police to the club was false. And they have that in black and white, and they still will not react to it. It's an absolute disgrace.
So this is the reason for the protest. You've got as I say, the badges,
100%.
T-shirts, a lot of people, stickers, lots of people supporting you.
Yeah.
Now, is there a chance that you and the club can sit down, work this out? If it was, if they did get information,
no, I've given the information. I wish that was the case. The Premier League, they designated one of their representatives to mediate, and he tried to. Tommy Guthrie, he tried to. He said, Mick, he said, I've tried my best. He says, but he says, you're hitting a brick wall. So now it's gone up to the Information Commissioners, the Independent Football Ombudsman, and I've had to hold it because the subject access I got for the most recent, they said they'd done a review of all football bans, and they didn't provide me. But MPs are involved, Jeremy Corbyn's got involved, councillors, everything, and they haven't been responding to these people. they're just they're doing the
Is it going to be?
They're burying their head in the sand and won't address the issue.
Is it one of these cases where, I mean, years ago I used to be involved like in nightclubs, and you don't sometimes even have to give a reason for a ban. You can just say, well, I don't really want that person here. Or obviously, in the case of a football club, it's a different situation because the communities are involved, etc.
Well, you're talking about community, Rob, and I well appreciate what you're talking about. Lenny Eglin's over there, chairman of Islington Boxing Club, and we were running very successful shows over there. Not only did they just ban me, they actually banned Islington Boxing Club from running shows over there with absolutely no reason. Now, that is not community spirited at all. We're the second biggest sports club in Islington, and they have shown us such a lack of respect, not even a response. It's an absolute disgrace. And there's people up there doing the management of the stadium there that they won't even put names. When they were sending me letters, they were signing it Arsenal Football Club, not a name. How can you get an instruction from someone and someone doesn't have that belief in what they're signing that they will not sign the letter?
Well, you know what I hope, Mick. You know what I hope, Mick, that maybe somebody can see this video.
I hope so.
That you guys, you and the club, sit down.
I'm willing to sit around the table any time they want.
You know, because we want fans like you. We you know, guys like you've been going to games for years. We want fans like you, and you know, if you didn't love the club, you wouldn't be fighting to try and get in the club. So I'm really hoping, praying that you guys can sit down and do you think there's a possibility that it can be amicably sorted out?
It can from this end. From the other end, I don't know. Maybe the police are leaning on the club. I don't know. There was stories in the Daily Mail about this very close relationship, and that maybe they don't want to jeopardise that. I don't know. But from this angle, I'm ready to talk. Sit down and talk, because to be honest with you, I served whatever I had to serve under the British justice system, and nothing has ever happened in that stadium for them to ban me. It's a disgrace. It's a disgrace.
Get the Arsenal Fan TV app, available on Apple and Android now.